fade, and it's just going to fade her out of that image. You know, I can start and stop the fade with this little, these two little buttons here. There I go. It's very simple, just a few taps. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some text. And you know, we have a variety of text that Photoshop Touch comes with. Again, Photoshop users might be happy to see some fonts like Myriad Pro and some of our other more popular fonts. But again, I want to stress here, this is a layered document. And what's really neat about Photoshop Touch is if you double tap on the layer, now you have this three-dimensional view of all of your layers. Which is a really nice way, especially for beginners, to think about and conceptualize how the layers are interacting together and to form the image. Now that I'm done with this image, I can publish it straight to Facebook, or I can upload it to the Adobe Creative Cloud, where it will sync back to my desktop computer, and I can open it up with the layers intact in Photoshop, and I can keep working on it. So real quickly, I'll show one more thing. I need a volunteer. Gentlemen, could you maybe step up here for just a second? I'm going to add here, let me just create a new layer. I'm going to take your picture. I'm going to just move this woman over here, right? And I'm going to put you next to her, okay? So I'm going to add here camera fill. And unfortunately this doesn't work on this because I got to pick the tablet up. But you can kind of see that those top two layers are coming through, and I have the live feed from my camera. So I have, you know, these two layers composited on the live feed from the camera, and I'm just going to take a picture of this gentleman right here, and I'm going to say keep. And now I can do the same thing that I did before. I can come in here and I can say, you know, I want to keep all this stuff. I'm going to remove all this stuff. I'm not going to clean it up at all. I just want to show you real quickly. You know, and then I'll extract him out. And I'll turn these back on. And there I have, you know, in just a few seconds, I took a picture, brought it in, and cut it out and composited onto this image. And again, these are all layers. So I can see how all of these layers interact together. So we're really excited about Photoshop Touch. As I mentioned, there's a bunch of tutorials in here that will really help people to get started, to learn some skills in Photoshop, but also to learn the application. And as I mentioned, Photoshop Touch is available. It launched yesterday in the iTunes App Store. And I just want to point out again, it does require iPad 2 and iOS 5. And as I mentioned before, it is English only, despite what iTunes says right now. But we're really excited about it. And if you have any other questions, I'll stay up here for a little bit, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, for coming.